Hello guys, welcome back to the pregnancy updates. It is week 6. I'm 6 weeks pregnant and 3 days right now, according to my apps. I will go and get my phone in a minute. As you can tell, I'm on the sofa. It's currently my lunch break. I'm working from home today and I just had a nap, or at least I tried to have a nap. And then I felt quite sick, but I have been sort of feeling on and off sick, like in the last week or so anyway. So I went and grabbed like some toast, plain toast with just a little bit of butter, because that's what I've sort of been having if I'm at home, or like a cracker or breadstick or like something crap like that, like really carby, like plain boring foods to keep the sickness at bay, and it usually works. I've also dug out the old anti-sickness wristbands. These are like the anti-nausea, anti-morning sickness, seasickness, like all of those kind of things, wristbands. I put those on this morning. Have they worked? No, because today at 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant, I was sick for the first time after that bit of toast. So this morning I had a bagel, and I also had a little bit of just plain cereals, like malt wheaty cereal, but like I had like a bits of each of those things like throughout the morning, and then I tried to have this toast and yeah, it made me sick. So that was the first time that I've been sick, and I feel like crap now, like my throat hurts. I feel a lot better, like in terms of the sickness, like that it helped me like relieve that sickness. But oh my gosh, I forgot how horrible morning sickness is. I was so hoping, because for the last week I've been feeling nauseous but not actually being sick, and I thought, oh, because I've been like, every time I felt nauseous I've ate something like really small, dry, and like just something to like subdue that sickness, but yeah, today that did not work, and on week 6 though. I think I've made it to week 6. I'm happy about that. Like, I'm definitely not happy with what's to come though, because that was awful. And also, like, what's worse is like, do you know, like I didn't even make it to the toilet like properly, so it was like all around the toilet. So like cleaning up your own sick after you've been sick, like there's just nothing worse than that. So yeah, that's how my 6 weeks of pregnancy is going. So far, anyway, only 3 days into this week, and it's not the best, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've just gone and grabbed my phone because I'm writing down like little symptoms that I'm having when they sort of come up. And so yesterday, I went into the office yesterday, and it's in London, so it's like a 2-hour door-to-door journey. And I was really nervous about it because at this point I hadn't ever been sick in this pregnancy yet, but I had been feeling sick, like having that nausea and everything. So I packed my bag full of like just loads of stuff. I had loads of these like breakfast bars that I've been literally surviving on. They're just like plain breakfast bars. They've got a couple of like bits of raisin or whatever in them, but they're pretty much plain breakfast bars. And I had 3 of those like in my bag. I had pita bread, hummus. I also had a sandwich, just like a plain cheese sandwich. No lettuce or anything like that. That's another thing. Like I just want, if it's like beige, I'll eat it. If it's beige and dry, I'll eat it. If it's colourful and fragrant and delicious, I just can't. I just can't eat it at the moment. I really can't do it. So yeah, that was me yesterday anyway, but literally survived on carbs, got home, and I felt huge because like I just felt bloated and like, yeah, just whatever. But I mean, now I feel completely empty because I've just like puked up my entire life this morning. But yeah, so week 6, what else I've got written down? I've got nausea, needing to eat little and often to make it disappear. That was the case until just now, when, yeah, I'm gonna have to reevaluate that. Oh, I can't believe that toast made me sick. Like, toast, come on. Oh yeah, the other thing was on Sunday, so that was like the day that I turned 6 weeks pregnant. I don't know if that's like that. There was a little bit of blood when I wiped after I went to the toilet in the morning, it was such a small amount, so I'm really not worried, and it hasn't happened since. But it did like prompt a little bit of like anxiety, I guess, in me, like in terms of, oh gosh, what, like that's a possibility still, like very much a possibility that like that kind of sign could be really, you know, negative. So I don't know, that kind of just had me thinking a little bit. I did call the midwife, but also I haven't really had like any midwife, I haven't like had any contact with my midwife at all yet. I have got my date for my dating scan, sorry, I've got that booked in, but that's not until December. It's like early November as I'm speaking to you. So that's not for another 6 weeks until I am like 12 weeks pregnant. I think I do have like a date, like a booking in, I think I do have like a booking in appointment with the midwife. Like I'm supposed to have that in a couple of weeks, but I haven't heard anything from them. Obviously this is like a different area to the area I was in last time when I was pregnant, so I don't really know how it works with midwives and stuff. And I don't think they make it terribly clear, because like last time I went to my GP because my midwives were there, but this time I called the GP and they were like, no, talk to the midwives, here's the midwives. And I was like, okay, but they haven't like contacted me about the booking appointment, so I'll give it like to the end of the week and then maybe I'll call them. But yeah, so anyway, the blood and everything, like I'm not worried about that at all at this stage, but it's just obviously something to keep an eye out for. The other two things are, I've got like really bad lightning crotch, which is so strange. It's like, I don't know if you know what this is, if you are pregnant or have had a baby, you probably do, because I have only ever got this like in pregnancy or just after having a baby. And that shooting pain like down your crotch basically, and it's like a really sharp stitch like immediately, and it's so strange. But I just get it like when I move in a certain way, like nothing like strange, like bending over to pick up a toy or something, I'll just be like, oh. So yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. And then the other thing is like lower back pain. But oh my gosh, I had that last time, and I know that in the first trimester the lower back pain is nothing in comparison to what it would be like in the third trimester, because I remember like with George, I had, when I was like fully pregnant, like full term, my lower back pain when I was trying to sleep was just horrendous. So yeah, it's only quite mild at the moment. Something, it's definitely on the milder side. But yeah, still something that I've noticed that is definitely very different to sort of normally. But the main thing is just how tired I am. How tired, exhausted, like zero energy. And it's so difficult at this stage because you are feeling these symptoms, you are being sick, you feel tired, all of your like energy and bloodstream and everything is like being diverted to the little sort of embryo in your belly. Is it an embryo still? Fetus? I don't really know when it starts to like progress up those things, but to your little baby, and you're not getting as much out of the food that you're eating, and the food that you're eating frankly is just carbs, like for me anyway. Like I don't know when the last time I put a bit of fruit or veg into my mouth was, and that is sad because I like fruit and veg. It makes me feel healthy, it makes me feel like, you know, it gives me like the nutrients that I need and stuff. But I guess that's what pregnant care is for, isn't it? But yeah, which I am taking. Although, I think I just sicked it up, so maybe I should take another one. I'm not really sure. I'll Google that. But yeah, I'm on the struggle bus, I'm not gonna lie to you. 6 weeks in, it's finally hit me big. Last week was like, it's all like you have to put it all into perspective, don't you? Like last week I thought it was bad, and now this week I'm like, oh my god, I'd kill for last week. But yeah, like I just don't have the energy or the enthusiasm to do the things that I would normally do. Like normally I'm quite on top of things and I want to make sure that the house isn't like a tip, like make sure the house is tidy, make sure like all the washing up's done, and like I'm trying to keep on top of washing. And obviously like I'm working at the moment, like my lunch break's almost over, and I'm looking at my laptop and I'm like, I really just, oh gosh, because I'm on like meetings, Teams meetings and stuff on the camera, and obviously you've got to like be on the phone and like really enthusiastic all day, and I'm literally out of breath thinking about it, like, oh. And then normally when I'm not working, and say obviously if George is here, like, obviously like I'm doing everything that I need to do for him, which is obviously fine, but it's just like another thing. I can't just sit down and relax. And then if I'm not doing anything like that, so say George has gone to bed and I'm not working, I've got YouTube videos to edit, I've got YouTube videos to like film and do, and it's like at this stage, the videos that I'm filming in November, no one knows I'm pregnant, so it's tricky. And also like I just like normally when like you're sick or something, or like something bad happens, I want to share that with someone. I need to tell someone. The only person that knows is Ash, and I can't just be texting him all the time like, oh, I'm sick, I'm done this and that, because he can't reply because he's at work, and then I get annoyed because he hasn't replied, and then it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, I have to admit, just ranting and like telling you guys all of this has made me feel a little bit better, although I am still absolutely shattered. I definitely feel a little bit better, and all of that is obviously said with the massive caveat of I am so beyond excited to have another baby growing inside me. Like that, the thought of that makes me just ecstatic, and I'm just really excited to give George a baby brother or sister. Oh, that's the other thing. I was, so I'm 6 weeks pregnant now, and someone told me, which I really didn't know about, someone told me that you can do early, like, gender finding out. I don't know. It's like basically the blood test. Like people do blood tests to find out what gender you're having. And the reason that I was considering that so early, because last time with George we did waited until 16 weeks and you could get it done through a private scan, and that was during COVID and stuff, and I really wanted to, like, because Ash wasn't around during my first pregnancy, he was deployed, so I really just wanted to like find out the gender and FaceTime him and tell him, so that he felt like part of like the pregnancy, like it was real. And this time, I don't know, I just kind of think like, why wait? And if you're gonna go for an early scan at 16 weeks anyway, why not find out the gender at 6 weeks? That's insane that you can find that out just for a blood test. But there's a brand called Sneak Peek, and I'm sure you've heard of it. It's been popping up all over. My God, all my Instagram ads recently are so targeted. They know I'm pregnant, because every single thing that I'm seeing is clear blue, pregnancy tests, sneak peek, find out the gender, like, yeah, it's mad. So yeah, I was considering it. I haven't done it obviously yet, but I thought it might be a nice thing to do. Sorry. I thought it might be a nice thing to do, and then tell people at Christmas, because like I said, no one knows yet. Like, no one. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to hide it for another almost 2 months. Wait, no, 6 weeks. But Christmas, actual Christmas is like, how many weeks is Christmas away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Well, just under 8 weeks until Christmas. I'll be like 14 weeks at Christmas. But I thought that would be a nice time to like tell people and do the big sort of hoo-ha of like showing them the baby vest and or whatever, or putting like George in some PJs saying Big Brother or something like that. But I don't really know yet, to be honest, because I'm not gonna lie, if I feel like this for the next 8 weeks, I don't think I'll be able to hide it. And also the tiredness, like, yeah, I definitely just don't feel like myself. Like, I'm tired normally, don't get me wrong, but I normally push through, crack on, like do things, and I just don't want to move. I don't want to move. It's hard, guys, it's hard. I hope that these start to work, because these did work for me last time. And yeah, I will be doing like a first trimester like must-haves video, which I did last time, which was one of my first videos on YouTube. And these were in them. These are the exact same ones that I had with George, these acupressure bands. So yeah, I'll be documenting all the things that I'm using, all the things that are like helping me through the first trimester, and I'll be doing a video on that soon. But well, in your time it'll be soon. For me it'll be at the end of my first trimester, which I can't wait for. Just by way of an update, it is now the end of week 6. I'm 7 weeks pregnant tomorrow. These have been doing a slightly better job. Apologies, I'm just having a little nap time with, well, trying to get George to nap anyway. He's watching telly at the moment. They've been doing a better job than the first day I tried them, but I took them off when I went for a shower, forgot to put them back on straight away. Sorry, I'm just so out of breath by the way. I was feeling great this morning, even had like a pretty decent breakfast and everything. Like kept that down, went for a shower, did my makeup and stuff, forgot to put these back on, and yeah, I was just really badly sick. So yeah, these are doing the trick, but oh my god, George, he just sat on my stomach. I was just sick quite a lot, so I feel like crap now. So I think I'm gonna lay on the sofa with George and just chill out. But week 6 has not been my favourite, not gonna lie.